back to Fender Customs. Well, look, we're installing frets. So I've actually gone ahead and I've installed quite a few of these at the moment, but I just want to talk through what I'm doing, right? So I'm trying to do this so it's on a budget for anyone who's, you know, basically out there playing gigs. You never get enough money when you do the gigs, and you've got to sort of be able to sustain your guitars and your amps and all that stuff, right? So this is a DIY, basically how to do your own guitar fret job, okay? So you've seen the first two there where I pulled them out, then I sanded it all off and it came up really nice. The trick with sanding it as well, with the Stanley knife, just make sure you put a Stanley knife down through the fret slots, that helps that there. And now what I'm doing now with the fret wire, when you purchase the fret wire, it doesn't come radius like that. You've got to sort of roll a radius in to suit your fretboard radius, yeah? So me just trying to figure a way around this rather than spending more money on it, I came up with an idea how to do it, and it was very simple. So basically, I had a brand new paintbrush laying around at home, and it had a nice hole in it already pre-drilled for me. So basically, what I did, I clamped this part of the paintbrush into a vise, and then with the fret wire, you can see the marks on here where I've grooved it. So basically what I did, I pushed it through the hole, and as I was pushing it through, I was sort of doing it on that angle, and you pull it through, and then when it comes all the way through, it creates that radius. And I just kept going until I got what suited this fretboard here. So that's got the perfect radius there for what I'm after. So that, cheap as, paintbrush, few bucks, away you go, drill a hole, happy days if you have to, if you don't get one with a hole already in it. And that's the radius that I came up with, and it really suits this guitar neck. So what we're up to next is, so what I'm basically doing, I've got a few tools here, right? Forgive the mess, it's a bit messy here, but I've got some nip pliers this time. These are different to the ones I use to pull the frets out with, because when you close it, this one has a V section still in it, because they're technically like your nip pliers. This one, when you close it, it's almost like a pair of side cutters, like it's got a sharp edge. So that sharp edge can get underneath the fret and pull it out. So I'm going to use these nip pliers. I've got to try and do it a different way now because I don't want to block the camera off here. But what I'm basically doing is laying the fret wire across the guitar, and then I get my nip pliers and I'm just getting a mark on here. So I just run it up and I go, okay, that's there. I'll cut it there. So it just gives me basically where I want to roughly cut it, okay? Now I'm holding it in my fingers, give it a good squeeze, and I've cut that right that. I'm choosing to glue these in as I go. So the glue I've chosen to use is like a Loctite super glue. Its main reason is it works with metal and timber. Oh, I've cut that actually a bit wide, but that doesn't matter. And that's the main reason. So it works with metal and timber. So, and also that's what I was going to say, it's got a really small end, like a tube bit here where it's been cut, how it comes out. So I can really get the glue deep inside the fret. So all I'm doing, again, there's no right and wrong here. I'm not saying this is how you should do it, but I'm just tipping it over. Not even really squeezing it, just running it exactly across the fretboard there. Oh, I'm a bit not very steady with my hand. And I just go back and forward just a couple of times so I can see a good glue line, which that looks not too bad. Pull that up. There's my fret. So with the fret wire now, I'm basically just going to sit it in position. Okay, like this. So that's basically there, ready to go. Now I do have this press here. You can put that under the guitar neck and then basically just give it a good press, and that'll squash the fret in. But I'll be honest, I'm having more success just using this this light hammer, and it's got like a rubber end and a bit more of a hard poly sort of urethane end there. It's real like it's dense, it's very hard. The rubber one's a bit bouncy. So I'm using that end. And because I've already pre-radiused it, I'm just sort of starting at one end. And you're all gonna say this is probably not the best thing to be doing here, but it's working, okay? So I'm just giving it a light bit of a tap. And that's going all the way. So it sounded worse than what it was because I wasn't really giving it a good, I'm just doing it really lightly as I go across, but that's all the way in now. And then all I'm doing is basically, I'm going to give that a wipe off because the glue spreads out over the fretboard. Wipe that off. And once you've done that, I get my nip pliers and I'm just giving him a trim. Trim it in there like this. That's that one. On the other side. That's it. So far, I've got 3 more to go here. I didn't want to spend all the time doing a video on this one because it's a bit tedious and it takes a little time to do it. But look, I'll get the rest of these ones in and then I'll let it dry. It's going to take, I might just give it a day or 2, give it a good dry off. And then, but look, it's looking amazing. It's looking really good, this. I can't wait to get this one's going. So look, thanks very much everybody for watching and yeah, cheers.